Hey, what's up? It's another Sir Isaac exclusive coming right at you. Full head bigger than ever. So, today we're going to talk about my inspiration for my main character, Juliet Valentine. She's the main character of my series. She, going to be in every book. And we're going to talk about the inspiration, how I came up with her, and stuff like that. I talked about earlier in one of my other videos about like the teams and stuff. I just wanted to go more into it. So this is her appearance in the first book. I want it's gonna show up because it's in black and white. Oh, it does show up. So this is her appearance in the first novel, Juliet Valentine, my main character of the series. Art done by Kawili Wilson. Look him up on Instagram. What is his name on Instagram? I'm gonna check because I don't actually remember. Let me look up his name on Instagram right quick. Kawili Arts 92. Kawili Arts 92 is his name on Instagram. If you want to commission him for some art. And yeah, so Juliet Valentine was funny. Originally, she was going to be a villain. She was going to be like a hunter that used her giant robot to catch people with powers and turn them into some crazy evil government. But after a while, I kind of started liking her a lot. It's back when I was a teenager. And I was like, I don't know if I want to keep her a villain. It might be cool to make her a good guy or like a reckless hero, which means she gets her team in a lot of shit. Which she eventually became that. The giant sword. Inspired from Berserk, Cloud. I wanted to make her seem powerful. And she gets a giant robot from her dad to take on bigger enemies. She gets a giant robot from her pops. And I like to put it near the end of the book, kind of like Power Rangers, where the giant monster just shows up after they kill the main enemy. And usually, that's what I like to do with the books: have a giant enemy come at the very end. Juliet Summers a robot, bada bang, bada boom. You know. But the sword is special because the sword is from her own being. If you read the first book, she got the sword on her own, and the sword gives her like a power boost. It's filled with fairy magic. I wanted to, like highlight a magic that we can use a lot. I guess I was like all about fairies, like Shakespeare, Titania, Queen of the Fairies, Oberon, King of the Fairies. So I wanted to do something like that. So I made up that a fairy is trapped in her blade, and it gives her a power boost, super strength, super agility, super reflexes, super durability. But she can't use it for long. She got to train so she can use it for a better amount of time and for longer, because she can't like hold it for long. She can't hold it for a long amount of time. She can only hold it for 2-3 minutes, but she's very strong at that point. Like she's going in, like she's hella strong. But like it's just like she can't hold it a lot. That's one of her plots. As I make more novels, it's gonna be one of her plots. How to master the sword, how to acquire its true power, how to like not get her ass whooped after a 3-minute battle. Um, Sparkling water, way better than soda. Um, but yeah. That's how I want to go, and I want to make her a reckless hero. Kind of still keep that villain vibe to where like she's always down for a fight. She's always down to kick some demon or some vampire or some paranormal creature's ass. She's always calling it a nigga. She's very aggressive towards her opponents because I still want to keep kind of like that tough vibe she had when she was originally a villain and stuff. So that's fun. But I want to make her go through some struggle. Like I say, it's based off Berserk, Cloud, and those dudes go through struggle, especially Guts from Berserk. Oh, he goes through struggle. Cloud goes through struggle, mental struggle, but the dude from Berserk goes through a lot of struggle. But yeah, that's what I wanted to do, and basically that's my inspiration for it. But I wanted to like do things like I don't always want her to be a reckless hero. As I go through the novels, I want her to mature, become a real leader. No, it's not always good just jumping in battle with the sword swinging, cussing a storm. As the novels go on, she'll get like better with time, with with fighting. Just get better. Just get better. And that's how I'm feeling, man. That's how I'm feeling. And in my chat, we got the spam, the porn spam. That's what happens sometimes, it's part of life. And yeah. So that's inspiration. That's what I want to do with her. And even with the giant robot though, the giant robot part, that's all I wanted to get to. The giant robot part. Yeah, even with that, I kind of based off Hero Yuri. Like when she's with the robot, she's hella attuned to it. She can do things others can't do with the robot. The robot's name is Romeo for obvious reasons. And she kind of just like goes in with it, just like Hiro Yui, like she's connected to it. Like when she's in it, there's no stopping her when she's in her father's robot. And yeah, man, and Hiro Yui's a big inspiration. Who else? Who else is a big inspiration for like when she's in her robot and stuff? Kind of Kamina from Gurren Lagann, that's another one. Should I think? The dude from G Gundam. I don't know. I always thought G Gundam was a little corny. A lot of people like G Gundam. I was more of a Gundam Wing fan. Gundam Wing took everything a little bit more serious, a little bit more fun like that. Shit, man, I can't even think of a lot of people right now, man. Let me see. Oh man, the girl from Gundam Witch Mercury. Not really, but it's cool. It's a girl. Like that's cool. But yeah, that's cool. But yeah, man, she's just like I just want to make her a main character that she'd be like, man, she gonna mature, she gonna get into her crew into like another random adventure. And I think I kind of keep the story exciting. You never know what she gonna do. Is she gonna mature, or she gonna act a fool. It keeps the story going. And then I know I run into a lot of people like, oh, you're a dude. Why is your main character four girls? And I can always run into the girl characters, but just acting like dudes the whole time. I try to watch out for that. I know that's a thing in literature. You make girl characters, but they're basically just dudes in girls' clothing. Like, I try to watch out for that. At one point, I was watching Sailor Moon and trying to get ideas for what they could do in their off time, like the shopping and talking about boys and stuff like that. That stuff. And people will say, "Oh, you're stereotyping," but girls still talk about that type of stuff. I don't care what anyone tells me. I was working on my novel at Starbucks because it's pretty fun. And I was working on my novel, and across from me is some college chicks. And what do they do? Talking about freaking dates and boys. So girls talk about that stuff. So it's whatever. And yeah. I just wanted to like, I wanted to just make them more realistic and make sure they just not girls whooping ass all the time. Like they go and they do girl stuff. And of course, not every girl likes to do girly things. Between the four of them, they'll all have their different interests and their different likes. But like a little slice of life chapter. They're going shopping, and they each say they different tastes and they get different clothes or something like that. Or they go on ice cream and talk about the secret agent boys they like or something like that. Stuff like that, little stuff like that. I do want to include to make it more realistic and to give it a more realistic vibe. So I do want to do stuff like that. But yeah, make it more realistic to make the girls seem like they're more real. Man, it's really hard watching shoujo shows, but I want to just so I can make the girls seem more realistic and get an idea of how to make them seem more like women characters, so girls will like them. Because right now, my audience seems to be teenage. My audience, at least when I go sell the books at festivals, like teenage boys, which I was going for. But it'd be nice to have girl readers too. So I do want the girl characters to seem more girl-like. Attract both genders. So I have a bigger audience. Because I think that's important and stuff. And yeah, man. So yeah, man. Might have to be some romance novels. I don't know, man. I'll try, man. I'll try. I guess the Wuthering Heights, not really a romance novel, more like romance horror. It's a Victorian novel, pretty good. That was cool, but that also like had horror elements and it kept my entertainment. But yeah, man, it's hard, man. It's hard sometimes, man. Maybe watch a little bit more Sailor Moon, man. But yeah, just try to make the girl characters seem more legit. That's all. I know they can't be fighting, defeating people all the time. But yeah, man, that's it. that's it. That's the video today. The inspiration for Juliet. You know how I came up with her, and how I'm gonna develop her, and how I can make her more realistic. But yeah, man, like I know my videos sometimes I drift off and I'll be thinking I gotta get better at this. But yeah, man, thanks for having my day, and talk to y'all later. Peace. In that stream.